already got the slick new Paramount logo. Transformers era. Oh, man. What an intro. Do you remember watching this intro for the first time and being like, what the hell is going on? God damn. And then we got to the intro.
Cut to the intro.
Oh, man. And then you're like, oh, man. Domestic bliss. What is happening? You're like, that's not Thandie Newton.
So yeah, the franchise not being that interconnected at this point, you can just say, oh, by the way, Ethan he's married.
Greg Grunberg, another infamous J.J. Abrams collaborator.
This feels very in character for Ethan, that he'd be like this super niche transport guru. Oh, cocktail.
Hey.
Like we're close to seeing another rising star.
Aaron Paul. Jesse himself.
And here
we go.
You can leave the game. The game won't
leave you.
We ran out of ice.
Ha!
There's Dr. Manhattan himself.
Billy Crudup. Carrie Russell pre The Americans. John Rhys Meyers pre The Tudors. I think this is the first thing I ever saw her in. She's another J.J. Abrams alumni from Felicity.
So what had J.J. Abrams done before this?
He was mostly a TV guy. Luther will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
This is the worst engagement gift.
Michelle Monaghan, I just finished watching on White Lotus.
Yes, a surprise work trip. Somebody played the Top Gun theme.
Those orange filters. Hey, that's not Houston. More running, but with things this time.
Even just watching these movies, like everything looks so real.
Yes.
Now everything's covered in this CGI glow.
Vascular ID. Oh, because it's reading her muscle system. And
this is kind of like the first true template for all the future action sequences.
Eddie Marsan.
He's another one of that guy actors.
Yep.
You don't know the name of it,
but you know his face.
You've definitely seen him.
Oh shit. Yeah, this really is the modern action era.
This is great too, because they roughly establish that, okay, these two have done a lot of missions together.
Yes. It's great show.
When was the fourth Die Hard? Because that's also very
That was
similar
2 years after. That was 08. It's the first time you
always
hear
has
counting
enough.
rounds.
He always has enough.
Magnet bombs? Oh, no. The infamous introducing us to a character, then killing them off in the next scene. Abrams' infamous lens flares.
Slight foreshadowing.
Not the lambs! Oh!
Ooh, the crooked eye. The first of many. Actually, no. That's like Claire was the first.
Yeah,
Boom.
Claire was the first. Lawrence Fishburne! Oh my god! This movie was pulling out all the stops!
Going rogue. It runs in the IMF blood.
Yeah, please don't interrupt me when I'm asking rhetorical question. That's a great line. Somebody please get this man a gun.
Never slept with your little sister, right?
Simon Pegg!
Enter Benji. I kind of hope we find out.
I do, but I don't. I still kind of want it to be a mystery.
It's the anti-god.
Almost like an entity?
Anti-god, entity.
I have this dark secret, but I can't tell you because it would affect you personally.
Yes, the start of breaking into impossible places. Oh, we get Tom Cruise. Yeah, this is where Mission Impossible really thrives, because for every big bombastic explosions, they have like an infiltration scene.
Yes. A callback to what he almost did in his past life.
This guy is not Italian.
No, not at all. Doesn't even notice the vents. Some bodyguard. Another classically ridiculous scenario that somehow by the power of movie logic they are able to evade.
It's such a nice car.
Oh, this scene. A wife, girlfriend. Davian infamously doesn't have the rabbit's foot. He needs Ethan to steal it.
Ooh.
I think I've driven over that bridge before. It always makes me laugh whenever they try to use a handgun against like a helicopter.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh!
There's a Mercedes. Not driving a BMW.
You have 48 hours or she dies. Oh, best villain.
It's that guy.
Oh, it's that guy. Fun fact,
Dark Knight Man.
Yep, I went to acting school with his daughter.
Just never enter an elevator in any action movie.
Ever. We're getting ready for another infamous Tom Cruise jump.
Yeah, this was the exact visual idea of Mission Impossible before I had watched any of them.
I'm crying. They're actually shooting baseballs. Oh, I felt that one. Why is it always an oil tank?
Always an oil tank.
Oh, get the rabbit's foot. Ooh, the suspicious look towards the camera. And we're back to the beginning.
COVID test.
But you gotta do what's right.
What's right? He's a bad guy. What is right made any difference to a bad guy? Oh, shit. It was Dr. Manhattan the whole time. Careful not to bite the hand that feeds you. Aha!
Yes, the inception of Benji helping out Ethan.
The thing about Cruz is he somehow maintains perfect posture as he runs. Do you know how hard that is?
How are they shooting this? Like, is there just a car driving the camera rig?
Wouldn't be the first time I feel like he survived getting hit by a car head on. Come on. That was another Lost beat right there.
Well, yeah,
I've heard those violins in Lost. This is a great kill. Oh! All-time kill. He did a defibrillator.
Charge in my head. I'm gonna die unless you kill me.
The infamous slamming the hand on the chest. Another Lost trope. You don't want to know. It's pretty stupid.
Possible mission force.
Shut up.
Because the other thing too also is they didn't know if they were going to come back for another sequel after that, so they kind of needed to like bookend this in case that this ended up being the last one. But that was Mission Impossible 3, and what I'll say is that even though 1 is still the best, this at this point in the franchise is my absolute favorite. It just has all the tricks, all the tropes. The action is great. The mid-2000s style of action filmmaking to me is still the absolute peak. John Wick. The problem with the John Wick era of action filmmaking is that it started off really good and really inventive, and it kind of got a little bit too excessive for its own good, if you will. You know, this was still where everything was nice, tight, clean, pristine. It didn't overstay its welcome. It's the perfect length. It has the perfect amount of stakes. It's the first Mission Impossible movie that actually feels personal to Ethan. It's got the best villain. It's got all my favorite things in the franchise, ultimately. And really the only one that, like I said, topped this one would be Fallout, because that was the one that really made it feel epic and big and grandiose.
Yeah, I'd say this is my favorite one of the three so far. It's really close with 1, definitely a lot higher than 2. But I love this. I love the serious tone that they go for. Like you mentioned, it's the 2000s action movie style where the saturation is dialed up. There's real explosions, and it's a peak reflection of that era of action filmmaking, and it made it personal because. In the first one, it was a little personal, but it was still kind of surface levels. The first movie, second one, it's like, okay, lovey-dovey crap. This one, okay, Ethan's married. We're gonna have his wife be like the linchpin of the entire third act, and they kind of do that again in Fallout, which is why that part works so well. But yeah, it once again reinvented the franchise, and then the next one is gonna do that again.
It's gonna do that again.
Before we kind of settle into this this Macquarie style of Mission Impossible.
Yes. Yeah. Again, it's the age-old tradition of Mission Impossible. Every movie up to the Macquarie era was kind of a soft reboot up until he found his muse with Macquarie, and it's Macquarie has been his muse for the last 10 years now, I want to say, because again, it's not just the Mission Impossible, it's Mission Impossible movies, it's Top Gun, it's American made. Macquarie, I believe he directed him in the first Jack Reacher movie that he did. Right before Mission Impossible, which is how how that partnership really started. So yeah, but Macquarie's been his muse for the last 10 years now. But this was kind of a like a micro blip in the Mission Impossible era. But it's like, oh, this is cool. You know, like I said, J.J. Abrams, we're coming off of a long era of TV, and this obviously led to a very lucrative film career. You know, with Star Trek and Star Wars, obviously after this, with Super 8 kind of tucked right in the middle there. But yeah, I enjoyed this one. This was a lot of fun. I haven't seen this movie in several years, and the next time. Now we're getting into the modern era. The next one is Ghost Protocol 2011. Now we're getting big is where we're going now. We got Tom Cruise infamously climbing up the Burj Khalifa. But yeah, this one is one of my favorites and is still probably in the top 3 for the franchise for me. So with that being said, we'll be back next week for Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. Luke, where can the good people follow you on the interwebs?
You can follow me at Luke Reviews on YouTube, and we are still pumping out these. We got 4 more to go, and then a 5th one in theaters. But yeah, I'm working on these separate Mission Impossible mega videos, which more care. This is just having fun watching the movies, commentating over it.
Exactly. Couldn't agree more. And of course, you guys can follow me with everything going on at Movie Nerd Reviews across all platforms, at Official Talkin TV Podcast across all platforms. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a like, and as always, people, 12 seasons in a short film. We'll see you guys next time for Mission Impossible.